Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 3 between impunity.storm and rAq Quality. And the best part about it is that it is a best of 3 series, and it is the grand final qualifier for HoNTourSEA Southeast Asia. And more importantly, so because this is the ace game, man, there is no other games after this one. It's the ace one. It's the only one that matters, and that's all that really matters at the very end. You gotta win this one or lose it all. And that's it. I have a very reliable news that Fnatic 5 has really won over Anti-Moon Queen. So the winner of this game is going to face Fnatic 5 tomorrow in yet another BO3. So that's it. Joining you today is Babael, and joining me is Larc.
Yeah, what's up, guys? Sorry, my nose seems to be falling out again. Sorry about that. This is definitely like gonna be the ace game, like you mentioned, and in my opinion, it's so important for impunity.storm because I don't know. I feel like they've been given kind of like a second life, a reincarnation, or whatever you want to call it. They really need to make sure that they milk out a lot on this kind of opportunity. They have to not drop this last game against what's the name again? Air Quality by Bong Tong.
Bangtong Games.
Bong Tong Games, yeah. So they have to make sure that they've got the ace game, like you mentioned nicely earlier. They have to bring every single secret strategy that they have if they want to have any much more of a shot against teams coming out from this current qualifier, this grand finals qualifiers. I hope it's going to be an interesting game. It's definitely shaping up to be one already by looking at the picks, but let's just jump right into it.
Yeah, there we go. The band here is going to be Ophelia, Scout, Fate, and Sandrave. So pretty much the standard stuff. This time around, it seems like Black Rebel from KID. Actually, it's the same ID, I think. I don't know what the hell they're doing there. But this chap is the drafter. Previously, he was Guy's Gussie. He says the same guy. So he actually banned out the Ophelia and the Fate. And also going to be picking up the Engineer himself. So not going to ban that one out. And we have MOA on Help on Team. Also Hack on Team Legion. Following H Bubbles on Help on. In case you're wondering why impunity.storm is still on Hambon side, is because they did a little bit of a re-roll, and that's because of the rules in the Thai Southeast Asia scene. It's not the standard rule whereby you have a first roll and that sticks by it. It actually will mean that if the game goes to the odd game, which is the last game, the best game, the ace game, then that's where they will roll again. So that's a little bit of a different rule in general, but still it should work in favor of no one. And in general, we have a Pharaoh being picked up on the Legion side. What do you think about that one there?
I just think that that's an option for them in case Hellburn team decides to pick up the Tempest. Wow, both teams are just forsaking Keeper
Archer.
as well as Tempest. Yeah, Forsaken Archer. It's so weird to see that. Wait, Forsaken Archer, isn't that a 1/1 drop in Hearthstone? Oh wait, anyways, wrong game. This game over here, like Engineer and Wretched Hag, that's really good for them. They have really decent team fight already. Decent team fight potential there. The Pharaoh, it can kind of work in this situation to some extent. It really depends on the execution of this game and whether their laning phase is going to work out. Because Pharaoh is going to get snowballed. He can easily actually put momentum more into the favor of this Legion lineup. Because if you see right now, there are currently 2 squishies coming from the Southern team. Gemini, he is actually pretty decently okay because he actually picks up items really quickly. You like to see things like steam boots into Energizer, into like even the Firebrand, the Dawnbringer, the Behemoth's Heart, and then eventually you can even get rid of the boots and get things like a Genjuro, a freaking Wingbow if you can like farm like 1,000 gold per minute and stuff like that. But yeah, of course Gemini is a really good carry there. I think Nox really likes to run, so I'm very excited to see this. I don't think I've actually seen it in action before.
Yeah, we have seen it in action before. It was pretty alright. I mean, they won with Gemini before in Cycle 4. But that is not important because right now we're looking at a ace game, and you just kind of thought to fail here. Of course, I want to see Moon Queen being picked up by Nox instead, but it actually got banned by Novar after picking up the Gemini. I guess that it is something that he has been training for quite a while already. But that say we have the Prisoner 945, Ravenor, Keeper of the Forest, Moon Queen, Kraken, and Pebbles being banned out. That's going to be a snap pick swift play by Team Legendary. The drafting actually looks to be a little bit different and unorthodox on Team Air Quality side. I mean, the Pharaoh is going to be a lot of a good deal to work with. Previously, we did say before that Pharaoh is just so effective because it locks up melee, high carry up against range. And in that game, I do believe Orange Esports with the Pharaoh did secure the win against a Predator. A feat that we thought was slightly impossible, if you do remember that game there, Lark.
Yeah, I think I still remember that one. Yeah, Pharaoh in that sense is pretty good for that. But I don't know. I haven't really seen Air Quality actually run the Pharaoh strategy, so I'm interested to see how they're gonna try to work it out in this current lineup. They even have Swiftblade on top of that, and Swiftblade is probably gonna be their I don't know, like it could be their carry or even their offlane potential. They by all means still have that offlane with that Hag or even that Pharaoh. Hag could even be placed mid by himself if he wants. So there's like so many things that they can try to run. It really depends on what's their last pick gonna be.
Parasite.
Hellburn is actually gonna go for that jungle strategy. I don't think it's kind of like the best idea in this kind of sense. I think, although Parasite is very aggressive in nature, so if he's able to pick up on one or two ganks at the early start of the game, then it could be effective. If not, then it's just not gonna work
Blacksmith.
out.
Yep, for sure, and we all know that Parasite needs to gank a lot, but it's gonna be a Blacksmith support on Team Legion side. It's been really long time since we saw a Blacksmith support, and the last time I remember seeing Blacksmith, you were playing Lark.
Yeah, and it was a really gruesome game because the draft was really bad, but I'm not gonna delve into that much. Anyways,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a
I
nightmare.
mean, like Blacksmith is it's it's a I wouldn't even say it's like a niche pick. I just think that it's a very risky hero to play with. I mean, he himself with the way his spells work is kind of risky. The chaotic flames. Some people they just have affinity to RNGesus and just constantly get 4x Jesus strikes there from the 4x fireball. But some people more often than not actually only get no extra multicast. So it's a very risky hero to play with. He is fairly tanky, but it's not the best in terms of like secondary support that
Aces.
can help really how should I put it? Harass. But wow, look at this, guys. We have a double. Okay, so they're actually gonna go with an offlane Master of Arms. Interesting.
Yep, for sure. It's a little bit different if you ask me, but that's a offlane MOE, man. It could also be short lane MOE. Parasite in the
Yeah.
Legion jungle, and we have a Gemini down south with a Glacius mid lane bubbles. I
Let's get
think
it
that's
on.
more likely.
That could also be a good one there. They by all means can actually do that if they want to. They could even go and run Master of Arms in the mid lane if they want. Maybe Emperor gonna reprise his mid lane role here in this game. Maybe not too much. They're actually gonna try to remake this. So not sure what happened. Okay, they swapped wrong. Okay, so
Here
seems like
comes
we're
the
gonna
awkward
be
silence.
yeah. We have to wait again as
Yeah, but
usual.
that's it. Let's just check in on the other matches as well. Impunity Earth.
Let me take a look at that one. Impunity Earth, I think it's still ongoing. Yeah, it's still ongoing. It's a really tough match. They're actually down. Impunity Earth is probably gonna lose this because they're already down two range racks and two melee racks already. So I think Fury probably has this. They have, wow. Okay, they have Moon Queen, uh, Doctor Repulsor, and a freaking Wretched Hag. So definitely late game. All props to Fewer. I think Fewer's probably gonna win this. It's 48 minutes in the game already. I'm surprised Impunity Earth is actually this far behind
Yeah,
with
exactly. And that's it.
such a
What about
lineup.
the other one, the DCS game?
Our DCS, let me just. I think it's a 1-1. That was against Bricks, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's wait, maybe not. Um. Okay, this is weird. So either they just did the game number one and now are in game two, or I think they just kind of screwed up the naming of the matches. Because I think this is their third game right now, and they kind of have the same lineup from the previous one, except a little bit more aggression on DC Fabulous. So I think, yeah, they might have game three in the bag for our DCF.
Alright, so DCS actually won game 2 then.
Yeah. Okay,
Just
let's
gonna
see.
have to update more.
Bricks lost the previous match. DCS won that one, and then the first match, of course, Bricks actually won that one. So
Okay.
they're in the game tree right now.
Alright, interesting. So that's it on the live table, gonna be updated right here and right now. I do think that the few more are actually gonna win that one there. But of course, you can always expect an MSI come back, and it's gonna be pretty possible.
Yeah, it
All
could
right.
be a possibility, but just don't want to call anything just yet. Yeah, here we go. Go back into it. Oh no, they made captain's pick. Oh god. Oh my god. This is sad.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Yes, I think they're probably yeah. Please draft the right heroes. Yeah, there was Hag, there was Engineer on Legion side. Yeah, Engineer, Parasite. They had Glacius and Gemini. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope that they don't pick the wrong heroes. Fig was banned out. Okay, maybe not, but it wasn't picked up anyway. So we're looking at a pretty different kind of situation for Hellbourne team. Yep. So the heroes are all banned and picked correctly. Swiftblade. This guy will have to be a Gemini, and the last one will be a Glacius.
Gemini. Blacksmith.
Yep. Okay. Please. Nice. Okay. Now who is actually gonna play what? Okay. So we got Emperor that's gonna be playing Parasite. No, Bubbles.
Oh.
And yep, I was thinking like, wait, Emperor is gonna reprise his mid role? I don't think so. Yeah. So definitely, it's just gonna be Master of Arms Bastomp. They're gonna be playing in the mid lane. We saw his Master of Arms in the mid lane before. It actually had decent success, so it could be very interesting to see again. Bien Sensation gonna be in the jungle. Bubbles in the off lane. We are in fact gonna see.
Whoa, where did my screen go? Okay. Sorry.
Wow, okay. Yeah, so just a very conventional lineup coming up from Hellburn side. You're gonna have the support in mid with Master of Arms. They can pick up a lot of kills unless you want to have Glacius top with Gemini and have a pseudo try and try to pick up the offlane heroes coming from this Legion team because I think they're gonna actually send their usual mids to top. Yeah, because of the way it is built. Like you see, they went for double support, so it's gonna be the Swiftblade Engineer and Blacksmith top lane. Unless, of course, Swiftblade decides to go mid, which I don't think he's gonna do. Okay, Swiftblade's actually making his way bottom. Hag is at the bottom lane, unless Hag wants to go to the off lane there, but I think Hag's a little bit afraid of getting, ganked out from a Parasite. But by all means, actually, Parasite can actually go into the jungle since they don't have a jungler themselves.
Yeah, but that's it. Gonna introduce the players as well as teams here in this game number 3 between impunity.storm and Air Quality. That's a Legion side gonna be Air Quality. Black Rebel, also previously known as Guys Gussie, he's gonna be onto the Pharaoh. We got Tidy Maru onto the Swiftblade. He was playing Bubbles. He doesn't want to play Turtle anymore. Afi Ray onto the Engineer instead of the MOA. We got I Beautiful this time around onto the Blacksmith. Last but not least, Null this game gonna be showing us how rAq is supposed to be. That's it on the Hellbourne team. We do have Impurity Storm and Nova there gonna be playing as the Glacius. We got Bastom as well onto the MOA, and Nox this game gonna be repressing in a slightly woofy approach, and that's gonna be the Gemini. We also have Emperor onto the Bubbles at the top lane, and Vivian Sensation is moving a little bit down south as the Parasite. I think he actually might want to just cam his own jungle.
Yeah, we're gonna see Werewolf Nox tonight. But I don't know, I just can't seem to recall the game that we casted his Gemini. I guess maybe the performance wasn't that amazing in that kind of sense. I don't know. I'm not too sure. Apparently spectators are calling for a pause, so wait, that's the Thai GM. I'm not sure what's going on, but maybe it needs a toilet break. Yeah, so you see right off the bat it's gonna be Gemini actually in the offlane. Glacius here at bottom. Bastom actually gonna be at the mid lane. And it's gonna be a pseudo dual lane top. Emperor there gonna be in Bubbles, and of course Parasite gonna be in that jungle. But of course Parasite, he won't be able to get that, you know, mm, I guess gank potential off this tri-lane because A, it's a tri-lane. B, he's not gonna be able to work with the creeps from the hard camp over there.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But that said, well, it's the Ace game, man. Who do you think is actually gonna win this game?
Uh, hmm, it's tough to say. I think if things are like, just in standard fashion, 100% down the middle, draw, I would say I would more or less give the favor towards Hellburn's lineup. I think the Hellburn's lineup is a little bit more synergy there and a lot more heroes to actually be able to do this.
Yep, and that's the case. That said, actually this pause is gonna be a bit long to bear. Oh god. We are
Oh
looking
my
for a
god.
third remake here. Nox is like, no, sorry.
Yeah. No?
Best of is like, no. They are so mad that they have to roll again that they are like,
I don't know what's going on now. Are we remaking or not? Can we just get this over with? Like who's this noti- Oh wait, no, that's probably the streamer.
that's the caster.
Yeah, caster. Okay. See, he's learning after you, Babel.
Yeah, he probably didn't take a seed.
Yeah, I don't think they want to be remaking. Okay, yeah, I think the reason they didn't want to remake is probably because the wards was already set up, the lanes was already set up as well. So, I don't. I actually kind of give more favor to Hellborn to switch up the lanes if they want to. Their tri lane's gonna be top there. Not sure whether they're gonna stick to it in the second, well, actually third remake. By God, I hope it's an AP. I don't know, because we'll be wasting a lot of time if it was Captain's pick.
Exactly, but the good news is at least we are looking at a pretty good delay on the stream, so it will not have too much trouble.
I hope so. I really hope so. I don't know why, but stream's acting up a lot for the past few days. Hopefully, you guys are okay with that. Uh, I think it shouldn't affect as much, in my opinion, because yeah.
Yep, so we have an invite to the game. We are probably going in.
No, we're not. We're just gonna ditch. We're gonna go play Hearthstone. Bye, guys. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that too, man, that too. But that's it, man. It's a pretty interesting series here, and a lot of remake. Maybe you want to check it to confirm if actually Impunity have lost the game against Fumor, the second game.
Yeah, I'll check. One sec.
Every single time they remake, we might as well just
Yeah.
cast the other
Yup,
games first.
Impunity Earth lost against Fionor. They're in the game tree now, so it seems like every other series is gonna go into game tree except for AMQ. So AMQ actually really underperforming, especially against a team like Fan 5. Well, I guess Fan 5 they have been, very close to getting to the to G League. I don't think they were in G League before, right?
They were
Correct me
never
if
in
I'm-
G League, but they
Yeah,
were
I
always
mean,
so close to G League.
yeah, they were always in the playoffs, and they have G League potential, but I guess it is showing right now because they did beat AMQ 2-0. So, Impunity Storm's gonna have to face them tomorrow, and hopefully Impunity Storm
If
is
they
able
win
to win
today.
that. Yeah, if they win today. Yeah, sorry, I keep
If they win
like,
this
yeah,
game,
exactly.
that was supposed to start about half an hour back, but because of a wide variety and my rate of problems, it is never gonna start. But anyway, yep. So the rest of the matches are all 1-1 except for 2-0 Fnatic 5 against AMQ. Fnatic 5 now is gonna be progressing towards the ladder tomorrow, and I'm just interested to see if the other games will actually be the same.
Yeah, I don't know. I think tomorrow is gonna be a little bit more of like uh I don't know, just seeing like the way that the brackets are, I think it's gonna be more of like two O's rather than two ones instead. So yeah.
Yep. So this is all pick, and it should be beginning real soon. No more remakes, please. I'm gonna get cancer.
I'm just kidding.
Says Lark.
Parasite.
There we go. But quick pick there.
Master of
Yep.
Arms.
Yeah.
We should have just trolled them and not sit down, you know, Lark.
Yeah, I know,
Instead of the
right?
remake again
I
and
know.
again and again and again and again and again and again
Theseus.
and again
Pharaoh.
and again and again
Blacksmith.
Here we go.
again
Let's
Wretched
go, team.
hag.
and again. But anyway, I mean, it's interesting because we don't have anything to do after this game, so it
Yeah.
sounds like we are bloody jobless bunch of idiots. But it's the truth. I mean, you can only sleep at this hour of the day. It's about 10:35 p.m. here in Southeast Asia, specifically Singapore and Malaysia, and Thailand is about an hour back. So both teams are actually in Thailand, and they are an hour back.
Let's get it on.
Yep. I think everything should be fine for now. They probably just were, wanking off, or I don't know. Eventually, at least we are back into this game. Maybe you want to just reintroduce the teams for people who just joined.
Yep. For sure. And now on Legion side we have oh my god, are we doing this again? On Legion team we have team Air Quality Black Rabel there is going to play as the Pharaoh, and Tidy Maro playing onto the Subblade, and that would be I think the offlane Subblade. We also have a Afe Ray, and that's gonna be the Engineer. And I Beautiful going to play as the Blacksmith. And last but not least, it seems like a Null 2 Cell 2Y is going to be playing as the rAq. By the way, that's the captain for Air Quality. And on the Hellbound side, we got impunity.storm, also in Thailand. Nova there, playing as the Glacius, that's having a little bit of a bug problem. Bastom will be onto the MOA. Nox playing as the Gemini. Emperor playing as the Bubbles. And last but not least, V and Sensation onto the sensational Parasite.
Sensational parasite. That's the mecha parasite. It's actually pretty cool, cause it like turns invisible. I think over time, kind of like I think they just got the presence from what's that movie called again? Terminator. No, Albert Bach kind of shit. But yeah, okay. It seems like they're ready to go. So it's gonna be a really nice one. I hope there's not gonna be any more remakes, cause I really want to see some HoN action right now.
Oh yeah, itching for a fight here, but okay, the GM actually is going to reconnect here, and it's going to be pretty okay. I think that the pseudo tri-lane is still going to be at the top lane. It is
Yeah, it
highly
is.
probable. So we have Gemini down south soloing. That's going to be Nox by himself. We will also have a Bubbles at the top lane. Oh, maybe it's going to be a trial mid. Okay, that's refreshing.
It could be, but I think they're just gonna go for the same setup. Nova is gonna go bottom with Nox over there.
Yeah, for sure. And we have Engineer top lane, Subblade top lane as well, and we also got Blacksmith top lane. Mid lane would be Pharaoh. I don't see how Pharaoh actually is going to win against MOA. MOA is a range here after all. And Hack going to be down south up against Gemini. So Gemini might actually have a bit of a problem down south here with rAq.
Yeah, I mean Hag is hopefully Hag gets locked down just like how Emperor was locked down in the very first game, because it's against Nox as well as against Gemini as well as Nova there. What the hell? I mean, like Glacius. So there's a lot of decent stun potential. Like the Ice Imprisonment is gonna set up for a nice Twin Fangs into a Twin Breath over there, so it's gonna deal or dish out enough damage for Hag to at least take a lot of harass, and then eventually force him to pop pots and all that kind of jazz. But you look at his inventory, he actually went very defensive. He knows that he's going to be heavily harassed right now. He actually goes for 6 Blight Stones and 2 Health Potions. I mean, the 6 Blight Stones was basically given to him. He got stacked region over there, so he's going to be fine at the bottom lane, I do believe.
Yeah, and also there is Nova that's just blocking out the pool camp with his own body, and he should be able to just go down south a bit. Yep, there we go. And he is actually going to be able to just help provide a little bit of a gang. So there is no trial lane actually. And Parasite going to be in the Hellbound jungle. The only difference as compared to the previous game where we were forced to remake upon, it seems like the top lane there was a bit of a ward here, but I guess the wards have changed places and Nova's gonna be fine. But that's it. We have Emperor now completely boxed out of his lane, hiding behind the trees there, and it seems like the character this time is not gonna connect. I'm not even sure if it's actually gonna disclose his location.
I don't think. I think okay, maybe it will, but they don't have actually vision there. So I mean, Emperor should be able to at least sap levels. Whereas bottom lane, you see, Hag was already forced to use 1 health potion. He got heavily harassed to hell. But the thing is, he still has the pull camp to work with, so that could be a problem there. And they actually are losing lane control. I'm surprised that they've actually let it drag all the way down there. They are eventually going to be able to pick up some farm here. Yep, it's going to go back into the favor. But Hag is actually being able to put in some harass right now.
Yep, and that's it. Down south we're looking at Gemini as well as Glacius. That nice Ice Imprisonment on rAq. Hag actually should be okay because there was no stun following him. But that's it. Top lane Bubbles a bit of trouble, but Shellsurf will save his life there. And in general, we have a lot of stacking stun from Team Legion's top lane, except that Swiftblade is just here farming, and we have just 2 protection guards here, protective bodyguards there, both Afere as well as I Beautiful doing a really good job. But Parasite is going to be in the Legion jungle right now, so it could be a pseudo tri-lane at the bottom lane after all.
Yeah, it is going to be the pseudo, and I think we're probably going to see a gank now because that's a Minotaur in the not I was supposed to say in the inventory. I mean at the bottom. I mean at the hard camp there for Parasite to work with if he really wants to go that. I'm not sure why he's okay. Yeah, he was just waiting for the cooldown on the spell, I believe. He's probably going to look towards a gank or maybe just continue farming since he has the Minotaur already. So not much of an issue over there. Middle lane though.
Yep, there comes the stun. Fireball being used by Blacksmith. Kang also gonna miss out because of a wall there by Pharaoh. Should wait a little bit longer. But that's it. It seems like Bastom will have too much to deal with here. And it's a little bit of trouble because of the Hellfire. Sorry, pardon me. Coming from the Pharaoh. So pretty easy kill there. Bloodlust up already. Black Rebel picks that one up. And meanwhile, down south, it seems like Hack's gonna be here. Nice, well, Frost Breath there. Whatever it's called up against the Hack. Hack takes a bit of a beating, but Gemini is still biting onto her. She should be okay. But in general, I mean, the Parasite still hasn't ganked yet. I think it's because he doesn't have the correct NC.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's just having a hard time. He's at least going to be able to farm really quickly now because he has the Vulture Lord. He's going to be able to jump into the Catman Champion as well and continue after that. But in my opinion over there, I think Baston kind of played that a little bit poorly. He could have actually just pushed the Pharaoh away rather than, you know, push the, I think it was the Blacksmith.
Yep.
Because he was getting killed from the Hellfire, but I think even then he would have still died nevertheless.
Yeah, that's going to be a little bit of a questionable spot to be in, but that's going to be a bit of a good news for Air Quality level 5 very Black Rabel. What the hell, man, he's IGN. At a mid lane here, and he is already level 5 playing the up against level 4 Bastom. Bastom died once, so nothing too shameful about that one. But down south, it seems like Hack has still got the ability to pick up some nice levels here. Already level 4 there. And Glacius with Ice Imprisonment looking for a kill. Seems like Hack would be able to just flash away in times of, well, great distress, and she should be okay. There should be a Twin Fang coming up from the Gemini, but it wasn't used. By the way, the skill was called Twin Breath. My mistake.
Yeah, he wasn't able to get the Twin Fangs off because he didn't have the vision, and because he was just a good juke through the trees. Hag in this kind of situation, he's actually getting decent levels and decent farm. I mean, it's not super great, but it's still something because it's actually going to translate very nicely for him later. Engineer, in fact, even going to come bottom, so they're going to actually bring the Trilane bot here so that they can slow down Gemini and his farm. Gemini with the bottle already, of course, is going to be able to, you know, spam out his spells whenever he wants to, and I think top lane should still have an easy time here because it's a Swift Blade that's against the bubbles with a take cover. You can easily destroy that ultimate, and you don't have to worry too much about a Blade Frenzy because you have the Shell Surf.
Yep, and it's slightly questionable as to why VN's Assassin hasn't really gained a hack down south yet, and I guess that's gonna have to play to Larc in general because he doesn't have the luck of having the best NC creeps to, you know, provide that kind of a gang. But that's a mid lane level 6 already. Pharaoh looking to be pretty good so far. He already has got a bottle as well as Wrath of the Pharaoh up. Gemini needs to be really careful because there seems to be a lot of members of the Legion team right now at this area. There's also a Ward of Sight by Nova. I think it's actually within deniable range. Yep, there we go. I'm gonna send Illusion to do that. That's actually pretty cute.
Yeah, I mean, why not just use it? I mean, that's a good use of the rune over there. Pharaoh is definitely probably gonna gank a lane very soon. He's probably just gonna run there, or maybe even get a TP sent to him and then just go and gank, maybe even bottom if they want to. They can gank top if they want as well, but it's a little bit tricky since that's a bubbles. Bottom lane, I think they just want to make sure that they address this Gemini because he's slowly picking up on some decent farm. He's already 350 gold per minute. But on the other hand, Legion team. Oh, Glacius!
Oh my god, Glacius, what a mistake it is. It seems like Fireball as well as Cat gonna connect by the Twin Fang though. It's gonna land nicely on Blacksmith. Blacksmith takes the fall. Finally, Parasite comes out of hiding and picks up an easy kill there. So, it's not a kill by a sister. So, Nox picks up the kill in general. So, that's gonna help to carry a lot of Team Hellborn.
Yeah, that bait though, that was just really well played by Nova. I think Nova was probably saying, guys, I'm gonna bait this. Help me right now. But yeah, top lane, they're looking for a gank now. Even if Pharaoh is able to get the Wrath of the Pharaoh up onto bubbles here, he can still Shell Surf away and still have no issues over there.
Shouldn't be too much of a problem in general, but still 6 minutes up already. 1-1, virtually no goal lead at all. And that's pretty good news for both sides, so it could be a pretty close match. But I really want to see how Pharaoh's going to provide the extra ganky, or rather be the winning recipe that Team Legion needs to triumph over impunity.storm. Because so far, Pharaoh hasn't been doing a lot of extra work. He's yes level 6, but no ganks yet. And he doesn't have much protective items, so nothing too worrisome about that one as well. He does have the treads, however, and that's going to help him a lot. The Steam Boots, also they call it now. It's a lot helpful in terms of providing a little bit extra health there. So that's it. Fire and Ice going to split up here, and a song about Ice and Fire, man.
Yeah, I mean, he's just gonna send the dog back to probably regen and then even get items for himself and then just come back and, you know, split back into the farm.
Oh, the Keg on to Glacius. Nova, a lot of trouble. It seems like the Sona Scream is doing him in here, but he does have a little bit extra health there. Penta armor can be activated, but he will not save him ultimately. Our Ray is going to pick up the kill. Nova takes the fall, and MOA will not have ulti to deal with, but that's it. We have Swiftblade Tidy Maru here just farming in the top part of this lane, and you can also call it jungle, whatever it is. But here comes the rest of Hellborn team. Nice shell surf, goes in, where's the silence? Not gonna use that, and it's gonna be a big mistake, man. Bubbles takes the fall, and a little bit too slow. It seems like the face hack is a little bit out of sync there. Bubbles should just quickly pop the Song of the Sea, but I guess
Yeah.
he was too slow for that.
And the take cover I think was used, but
One point in, it's not gonna mean a lot.
No, I mean you get invulnerable, so you instantly cancel that. I think it's because the teammates were a little bit too close, so it bounced back to him. But nevertheless, that's a really good pickup for Swiftblade. Even though there was 3 members that were gonna pick him off, that was mainly because he didn't have the kelp fill to work with. So just a little bit unfortunate there. Here we go.
Oh, here comes the Pharaoh, and it seems like the mummy wall is gonna wall in only Nova alone, but Ice Imprisonment gonna be used on Pharaoh. Pharaoh actually still gonna pursue matter a little bit, and Nova actually wants to be saved by Gemini, but nope, it is gonna be a complete steamroller because it's a level 4 Tormented Soul, and that deals for a lot of damage. Nova takes the fall.
Yeah, it's just you know, adding a little bit more added advantage for this Legion team, more kills, and look at that hag. That's
Yep,
Hag,
Nox
not
actually
hag,
picks up the kill.
Yeah, that's a really good use of the spells over there, and that's because that's a level 3 blacksmith with only red boots and 2 minor totems. But yeah, I mean, just come back to my point. Hag, he's having a really good time, I guess, because he's 200 gold per minute. Has bottle, has boots. He helped. He has 1 assist already because he helped out using the Bat Blast on the earlier kill against the glaciers over there. But yeah, I mean, this is a Hag that was up against you know, a Gemini and a Glacius, and he's been able to pick up on some fireman levels, so really well done by him. He even has the Grave Locket finished up.
Yep, and that's it. Well, top lane, there's invisible MOA around this region here. Baston might be looking for a stun, and there goes the stun, but a quick reflux there, or rather reflex there by the Swiftblade, and it seems like Tidy Maru is going to be okay. That was a pretty quick Blade Frenzy. It saves his lives, and we're looking at about 9 minutes in, 4-3 here.
Yep, crazy skills there. I think he probably had the Q on it. He was, I mean, he had his button on the Q, most probably. Like, he was just ready to spam that and ready to go. They're gonna definitely defend this, no issues at all. I don't think Hellborn can actually have what it takes to take out the tower.
Oh, but Aldido is just actually gonna connect nicely on Parasite. Parasite is able to run away because of a missed deny there by the Pharaoh. And in general, that's also going to mean that that would summarize the end of that engagement. We have Engineer here, but it's only level 3 like I mentioned before. Same level as the Blacksmith, and they need levels, man.
Yeah, they really do. Seeing as to how they're, you know, kind of like the 2 supports coming out from the team. You always want to make sure that your supports actually get levels and, you know, a bit of farm by constantly roaming and setting up aggression on the Hellborn, on the enemy team. There is now a Skeleton King that's in use by Vian Sensation there on the Parasite, so they probably could set up for a gank at bottom. They definitely need to shut down Hag because he's actually doing pretty well for this bottom lane.
Yep, he is. In fact, if you look at him, level 8 already with about 232 GPM. Pretty good stuff happening here by Null. Showing us how to play Hag, of course. But that's it. The top lane, we have Bubbles. Bubbles also pretty okay. I mean, he may not have the same amount of GPM, 137 only. But that's because of an increased lockdown from Swiftblade, Engineer, as well as the Blacksmith. But in general, I think that I was slightly favorite Team Legion for this game because they won both mid lane and top lane. And as for bottom lane here, Hack is also slightly okay. I mean, he is not overleveling that of a Gemini, and he should actually, because this is a 2 versus 1 kind of situation. But he got boxed out a bit, and seeing that he's already level 8 with good GPM, I think it's still pretty safe to say that it could at best be a draw here.
Yeah, it by all means could be, but what is this? Hag, I don't know. It seems like they're wasting so much time just trying to kill off this Hag. Maybe they should just, you know, go ahead and
look
push.
at that.
Oh, look at that! Yeah, he's Jesus. He's walking in water right now. He's even gonna part away, so he's gonna be fine for sure. And he actually supports back to base. Even picks up bowstring armband because that just shows how much more of tankiness he wants to get on himself, rather than, you know, more mana pull, because he knows he's gonna get constantly harassed and ganked from the heroes coming out the bottom lane.
Yep, and that's it. Tomanda's still going to connect nicely on Gemini, but Nox is going to be okay in this region as well. 500 gold for Team Legion as a for Team Hellborn is a little bit of a lead, but it seems to be eroded quickly because MOA man not actually going to use the stun onto the Pharaoh, but picks up the kill at the Engineer, so that's going to be a bit of a slight consolation prize for Team Hellborn. Bastom's kills Afiray first, so he will get the experience, whereas for Black Rabel, he is going to be able to just nicely walk out of that winning as well. But he's level 9 already, and that is pretty scary. If you look at generically the entire laning coming from both teams here, you can tell that other than the two miserable supports from Team Legion, the rest are looking pretty good. Level 8 Hag, level 9 Pharaoh, level 10 Sublate, and that's about that one there. Gemini only level 9, whereas for Help on Site, and Parasite level 9 as well. But Bubbles, man, Bubbles only level 7. So, of course, we have a slight lead to the core heroes in terms of experience for Team Legion, although there is a gross general experience lead for Team Hellborn.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they have a decent overall level spread on most of the heroes coming out from them. I think a lot of these heroes, they do at least need levels, especially you know, especially the Parasite and heroes like the Bubbles, because their spells just go so much more nicely with these, you know, those extra levels into them. And I think right now that Glacius, of course, just, you know, Nova being Nova, you know, putting his team first before himself, still has no red boots. Such an easy picking target. Here we go, middle lane.
Yep, mid lane, Pharaoh jumps in quickly. Seems like this time MOA not gonna switch to Raid to just throw away the Pharaoh. Really questionable as to what he's doing there. Takes a lot of damage from the Hellfire, and ultimately will have to take the fall. But on the flip side though, it seems like Nox picks up the kill easily on the Hag down south. So Hag goes down in exchange for MOA in the mid lane. So far so good. I mean, mid lane, you're looking at dealing a lot of extra presence in this mid game, but nope, man, it seems like he will not have the ability to do that, but still it's pretty good because Hag is a very important core hero on the Legion lineup.
Yep, and I think that just again, like I don't know, Bastom just, it doesn't feel like he's on the ball today. Like he could have actually just pushed Pharah out and be able to be fine for the remaining duration, because he could always just run up after that. But I guess just mistake. Here we go though, Engineer.
Yep, it seems like Engineer's gonna take the fall really easily as well. Gemini as well as Glacier's gonna pick up that one. Whereas on the flip side, Fire and Ice gonna be coming out here from Gemini. Emperor gonna deny the tower at the top lane, and that is gonna be a little bit of bad news for Team Legion. So far so good. 1.5k gold lead for Team Hellborn. The ganks are looking pretty decent as well. Definitely the kills are not at above 1 per minute, so that means that this is a bit of a slow game already.
Yeah, I mean it's 14, almost 15 minutes in, and there's only like 12 kills. I think both teams know what's on the line. They know that they can't afford to make mistakes. But I just feel like Bastom is kind of like having a bit of an issue here at the middle lane. He is actually gonna reach level 11 soon, which is good, and they are gonna be able to get triple stack Ancients. I do believe Glacius is probably gonna use his Glacial ulti here. Yep.
Yep, there you go. And if you did see just now, Pharaoh actually used his Tormented Soul to try and cancel out the pull cam here. But for your information, Tormented Soul will no longer block cams, and in fact could be used to pull cams.
Yeah, but he actually got 2 dragons there. That actually hurts a lot against Hellborn lineup.
You need to be careful because here comes the Pharaoh jam onto Glacius. Nova, a lot of trouble. Nova tries to run away, and it seems like the Wall of Mummy not going to work in his favor, but a Keg also going to miss. And also is the Tormentor, so this is going to be sidestep King Nova, and Nova somehow will die to the Super Blade of because he couldn't sidestep a melee attack, man. And that's going to be it. Tidy Martin picks up the kill at the very end, and it's going to be 7-6 so far. They're also going to come in and mop up the rest of this Dragon Master. That's going to hurt them a lot. Triple Dragon Masters here. That's going to mean a complete erosion away of the gold lead that they had.
Yeah, and a huge misplay by Hag. He actually completely wasted his Bad Blast. It didn't hit MOA at all, so really wasted ulti there. That's gonna be down for another 100 seconds. I think they can by all means pick up the kill on the Swiftblade at top lane. And is it just me or is the server lagging? Because I'm starting to get like
No,
like,
I think it's just you.
I look at the heroes and some of them are actually stuttering a bit. I don't know.
Yeah, I think actually a bit, but that's because this game is hosted on the Thai server, and neither me or Larc are actually from there. So neither me nor Larc is actually from there, and it seems like as long as the players get good connection, it should be pretty okay. So nothing really too much to complain about. But that said, yeah, actually it's stuttering a little bit, but should be okay. And in general, top lane might actually see a gang here. Bubble's gonna be surrounded by Minotaurs and Gotor. Oh, cute. Never really knew they were called Gotor.
What? How can you not know that? That's like basic.
Mid lane, gank,
Yeah.
Pharaoh jumps in, Glacius again a lot of trouble. Amoy still doesn't want to use the skill yet because it is on cooldown. But here comes Parasite, picks up the kill easily on Pharaoh. Pharaoh goes down, but Nova will take the fall before that one. And that's going to be about that, summarizing the end of the engagement.
Yeah, I would like to see a little bit more aggressive plays coming from Hellborn, because Parasite already has his Codex and he actually went for Striders after that. I'm surprised that Bubbles hasn't actually rotated. Yeah, we haven't talked about much about Bubbles just yet, but he hasn't rotated enough, I feel, in this game. And by the way, Gemini just finished up his Searing Lights. He's gonna farm a lot more faster now. Gonna finish his Noxbringer very very soon.
Yeah, again, man. There we go, Noxbringer. And that's it, Bubbles, man, despite the fact that he didn't have a good game, he should be looking at Roam because the Bubbles is the kind of hero that can provide lockdown as well as ganks, and in general you can always climb back into any game if you get good ganks off Bubbles. But Emperor in this game is just playing very passively and trying to gut top lane, man. It's like Warden of the North. But he just wasn't defending in Tier 1. Tier 1 actually went down already, so there is no real reason for him to be there, but that's it. Gemini actually picks up the kill on Aferi, picks up the double damage, but Pharaoh needs to be really careful with this. It's a Gemini that's really pissed off right now. Angry Gemini is looking for the kill easily. Seems like it's not going to be possible because here comes the Blacksmith as well. You can pick up the kill quickly on the Gemini. Even the Swiftblade going to be caught into the fray here. And Swiftblade does have the Swift Slashes up and it could be used as well. Gemini needs to be really careful. Gemini does have a Homecoming Stone. I think he's going to be okay. And will be able to pop back home if he wants to do so, but no, actually not. No, this cat's not going home.
Yeah, he knows that there's no one nearby. So that's actually a very risky play because had they a dust or something, they could have seen him through the trees and just chased him down to the ends of the earth. They're gonna get the tier 2 mid, which is good at least. Master of Arms is here, but
here comes support in. And also from behind, it seems like Heck's gonna be there. It seems like Amoy is gonna be a lot of trouble. Amoy takes a bad blast to the face and is going down. He just died there, but that's it. Bottom lane, a nice micro coming from Nox there. Might be able to pick up this kill. Or not. Very low health Swiftblade was that, just about 50 health there, and in general Swiftblade with the Assassin Shroud we'll be able to just go in quickly. We'll spot our Gemini here. And here comes the Engineer as well. But they need to be really careful because if Gemini spots out the Swiftblade, it could also mean a kill. But here comes Pharaoh, and Pharaoh does have the Wrath of the Pharaoh. He should be able to jump in on Gemini, but he will not do that. And that's going to summarize Nox's nice little skirmish in the southern part of this map.
Yeah, I mean, just having the added extra tankiness coming up from Pharaoh just means like, oh yo, just come at me, bro. I ain't afraid. And the only reason why Nox was standing and fighting against him was because he had the double damage. He has 1.5k in the bank right now, so he's definitely gonna pick up his Nox bringer very very soon. Top lane, hopefully, Emperor's gonna be able to take this tower because it's very close to being in deny range. I think it might even be in deny range right here. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be in deny range. So kind of a misplay on his part. This just means that now they actually lose out on a lot of gold that they need. Like extra gold for the support and the rest of the other teammate. Nova's just gonna go ahead and continue stacking for Master of Arms here. And Master of Arms, I think he's gonna go for a...
oh shit, Gemini meets up with the Swift Slashes and the Blacksmith goes down really quickly. Nox gets addressed there. And that's it. It's gonna be 10-8 and 20 minutes in already, so far so good. I mean, Nox, man, gotta be really careful there. He doesn't have the ice component to the Nox bringer.
Yeah, exactly. And again, this mid. Actually, mid dies to Parasite, by the way. That's a level 3 codec, so at one point in the game he had level 1 and then suddenly he has level 3, so I mean, Vian Sensation is doing a pretty damn good job for his team right now. At least he hasn't died at all. He's been in 2 of the previous team fights. He at least has 2 kills now. And
but look at the Pharaoh jump though, really spot on onto the Amoy. Amoy now nicely just shoots Pharaoh out, and he actually has the Master's Call on him already. Looking to run away, can he actually do so? Yes he can, and that's gonna be a miracle for him to survive quickly. And on the flip side, Vian Sensation picks up the kill quickly on the Blacksmith, and Nova takes the fall. But before that, stuff is still not done here, and we're looking at Amoy still dancing about a little bit too much. Swiftblade is gonna be a little bit of a tight spot there, but he does have the Ace of Sleeve used already, and Beston picks up the kill at the very end there. On the flip side, Nox picks up the Pharaoh kill as well. So all is well, man. 3s for nothing here, or rather 3s for 1. Nova. Okay, you can also say that nothing of great value was lost that day, so 3s for nothing is more appropriate kind of a trade-off, but in reality, we're looking at 11 to 12 in this game at about 21 minutes in. 6.5k goal lead for Hellborn team right now. They are on a steamroll.
Yeah, they are, and really well played there by Hellborn team. They kind of gotten themselves a little bit much more of an inch further into this game. Again, man, Vincent's Station doing work with that Codex. He's bursting down people left, right, and center. Could probably even burst on Hag, but Hag's actually pretty damn tanky now. Because Hag has Vestments on top of that. He has Mighty Blade as well as the Steam Boots and Grave Locket. So I think he's just gonna go for an early shrunken head. Either that or he's probably just having the Mighty Blade component so that he can build into the Grimoire power first.
For sure, and that said, still Nox needs more farm, and that's the only way forward for him. But that said, Bubbles, man, doesn't need much farm. He does have a questionable light brand.
Yeah. Wait, Nox?
No, Bubbles. Like,
Oh,
it
yeah.
is not supposed to have a.
Ah.
Oh god, yeah. I lost my
Wow.
words already. What the hell is light brand on the Bubbles doing?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that decision, but I think that's pretty bad in my opinion. Like you just want to go for like a portal key into something like a Culture Sheepstick, a Storm Spirit would be even pretty nice here in this game. I think even there's like so many items that could go Emperor could have gone for instead of rather just going for the Light Brand. Like Light Brand just doesn't help your initiation prowess nor your escapability.
Yeah, for sure. And light brand is the kind of item for a Wretched Hack for sure. Okay, Wretched Hack also doesn't have anything, but that's okay. I mean, Bubbles, man, needs initiation, needs gang. You don't want to go for light brand. Yes, you can say that light brand does a lot of extra damage from the Bubbles, correct? That's not wrong, but in general, that's not the kind of a auto attack kind of a damage you want to see coming from a Bubbles. You want to see the extra gank. You want to see the extra, Quarter Shipstick utility kind of a base hero, but I guess that he has been farming so much at the top lane that he decides to go a bit semi-carry. Could prove to be a bit useful, but we have Nox for that, so I really hope that he's making the right decisions in this game. And seeing how Legion team has got both the Super Blade as well as the Wretched Hack, it may not be that bad an option, but I hope it just pays off. But that's it, rAq gonna take the fall in mid lane Vian's decision. However, it's gonna face off with Pharaoh. Pharaoh jumps in straight up here, and it's gonna be Wretched Hack pick up the kill quickly as well. Parasite gets Master's Call, but is it gonna be enough to save him? I don't think so. Fat Lady comes out, and we know it's over already with the ugly singing. And a nice sidestep away, or rather disjoin, by the Twin Fang from Gemini. So Swift Slashes will not carry on. Tidy Maru gonna have to fall back here, and Legion team will be calling it quits. Helpbot team on the flip side is just nicely standing guard at the mid lane.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Like, I mean, again, it's just I don't know what they're doing right now. I just feel like if Emperor had a portal key and a homecoming stone, that team fight could have been a lot more different. So
here comes the
again,
Energizer.
questionable decisions.
Flying Gemini. The Wolf can run and just catches up nicely on Pharaoh. Pharaoh lost trouble, but Ice and Fire gonna come out really in his face there. And Black Rebel gonna get eaten alive by not one, but two Wolves there. And Nox still wants more. Okay, he's gonna go for NC. That's gonna suffice his diet for today. He is a vegetarian on a diet today.
Yeah, he is. He should be a lot more careful. Blacksmith and Engineer are still in the vicinity, and with his low HP, I think they could even probably pick him up. But yeah, he's trying to be as careful as possible right now. Gemini, man, he has his he has his Nox Bringer ready. Not sure what his next item is gonna be. Probably even that Shrunken Head. I think that's a level 5 Codex. Yeah, that's a level 5 Codex.
They want to kill the Wretched Hack right there, and it seems like it is not gonna be possible. Nox hesitated for just a slight minute of a second, or rather minute of a second there, and will not be able to jump on the Wretched Hack. But he doesn't have Fire and Ice, and it's not gonna provide now lockdown for Glacius either with Ice Imprisonment. But that's it. They need to be really careful because this is uncharted territory. There we go, Fireball from a flying Blacksmith. He does have Pushbook, so that's the main reason why. Energizer gonna be used. Nox gonna pot away, so nothing of great value was being engaged that day anyway. But now we look at top lane here, and interesting enough, it seems like Swiftblade has decided to call himself the king of the Hellbound jungle.
Yeah, I mean, he's just making sure that he picks up on a lot of farm himself. He's been very quiet, I feel like, after he picked up his assassin shot and picked up a couple of kills. He did try to set up for ganks, but of course it just seemed to fail. Like it always came short, and like he should be. I'm surprised he doesn't even have Mystic Vestments because he can get easily bursted down from Parasite.
Yep, he doesn't have that. And if you look at the supports from Team Legion side, Engineer level 6, this Engineer is not Nova. He doesn't have a portal key, couldn't just jump in and gang anyway. And look at a Blacksmith with just only the push book. It's just a little bit questionable as to what he could really achieve there. But that said, man, my greatest disappointment is with Null to as to why. He doesn't have anything, man, this guy. He's broke. He's bankrupt.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's taking him way too long to get that shrunken head, and that's mainly because what is this? He doesn't have the light brand, so he doesn't have the ability to farm it. Oh, he actually purchases.
Okay,
Okay, he does have it. Okay, I thought he didn't have the hammer.
he
but-
just struck the lottery, but that's pretty good news for rAq. At least now he's got something. It's protective, okay. Not my favorite item. Would definitely want to go for the light brand instead. But okay, it survives well the aggression from Nox as well as Glacius as well as Parasite. I mean, Parasite has been shutting him down for quite a fair bit. 2-2 and 1, man. Now playing as the rAq is going to be okay. But that's it. It seems like Superblade wants to challenge Nox, and Nox is going to be okay because he does have Fire and Ice. And level 17, 2k, but it needs to be really careful because the rest of the members going to be here, and a miss outie coming from the Pharaoh, but the Swift Slashers up already, and Nox is able to pick up the kill on Tanimaru. Wow, what the hell there? And that's going to be due to the credit of the Dawnbringer, really just burning down Tidymaru, the Swift Blade there. And that being said, the rest of the members were just too slow, and it's all going to boil down to the fact that Pharaoh, he missed his ulti.
Yeah, that was actually a huge misplay in my opinion. You see that all now 4 of them, they can't go to the top lane because NG and Blacksmith are the only ones who have homecoming stones, and I don't think they want to be facing against the Bubbles. Bubbles by all means should probably get this top tower, and they can even probably do some chip damage to mid, but they're just gonna back off after that.
Yep, he didn't even get the top, but that's here comes the Parasite, picks up a nice kill on the Engineer, but that's just gonna be about it. He does have 3 other members to worry about, and can he run away? I don't think so. He goes down, VN takes the fall, and we're looking at it about a little bit further, 13 is to 16, but here comes Nox! And what can Nox do, man? The dog is on fire, and lightning and ice and whatever goes into a light brand. But he should be okay. Double damage up already, looking for extra damage there, but he should have just nicely pursued Matter, but because he missed the Twin Fang, he will not be able to do that as well.
Yeah, I think he just doesn't want to risk it too much. He already has the Abyssal Skull, by the way, so he's life-stealing really nicely here. He's gonna get a Shrunken Head next, and after this, most probably look towards something like a Wingbow, Behemoth's Heart. I mean, even a Geometer's Bane is not out of the question. He can, by all means, go for that if he wants to, like, split up those components and, you know, get more out of it. There is now that Grimoire that is completed by Bubbles, I think. Yeah, so he has another extra 7, almost 800 gold in the bank. He is, I mean, Emperor's just been farming the entire game. I feel like I haven't seen him join a team fight for a long time, for the longest time at least.
Yeah, but he does have 4 assists somehow, and that's a 1 and 4 Emperor. So he has been showing a bit of a presence, but it is not enough. And this game would have been a lot easier if impunity.storm takes up arms and all 5 member nicely ganks. But I think that the shadows of yesterday's game, or rather the game 2 just now, were just nicely haunting them a bit. In the previous game, they overextended, they played very aggressively, and it didn't pay off. So now they're playing very safely, and Bubbles needs to be careful because this is going to be a Superblade that would be looking for an easy kill here. And Superblade just chops in down the first takeover already used, and he will be fine because of the nice shot serve. I think that the dust is going to hit nicely on the Superblade. Superblade now is going to be able to just nicely go invisible again because of the magic immunity coming out from the quick Blade Frenzy there. He's gonna be okay. But meanwhile, mid lane though, it seems like Bastom is in a bit of a tight spot, but a nicely placed energy field as well as Wall of Mummy just completely blocks out any possible engagement from Hellborn side. But still, Nox once more jumps in, misses the stun on Pharaoh. Pharaoh tries to run away. Hex gonna be here as well. Fire and Ice comes out, and they are not gonna. Oh, there we go. The stun's landing on the Pharaoh. Pharaoh again with a second wall, Mummy wall, is able to keep himself safe. But on the flip side, it seems like Hex just got completely abandoned.
Lol. Hag was like practically running left, right, left, right, left, right, and then he didn't know what the hell to do. Like, I think he had Blink on cooldown, if I'm not mistaken, as well, like a Flash of Darkness. So, kind of a misplay there, I think, coming out from his perspective. Look at Master of Arms. So Bastom has recovered kind of nicely a bit. He has the Steam Boots, the Tablet of Command, the Energize, as well as the Shrunken Head. So he is, I think, most probably gonna go for maybe even a Geometers after this. That, or it could even be the Shieldbreaker.
Yep, a flying Nox, man, just biting onto Kongor. Kongor looking to go down, and if they do win this game here today, they will proceed to face Fnatic 5 tomorrow. And not so sure if Emperor is still going to be around in Thailand tomorrow. I think that he is actually going to leave on 15, but I think he might want to take 1 or 2 days off to settle his own matter, and this could actually be Emperor's Swansong here.
Yeah, I mean, Emperor needs to go out with a bang, so that's why he's carrying right now with the Grim of Power. I think that's probably the reason why I think he's gonna get the Portal Key next as the next item because he has like 1.7k in the bank. I definitely don't think he's gonna be going for like things like a push book and all that kind of stuff. It's just a little bit too late. He actually purchased something, and it's gonna be just a homecoming stone. You could have actually just purchased one from the outpost, but no vision there, so I just want to be a little bit safe. It's okay, I do that from time to time as well myself. Glacius again, still no other items besides that Major Totem. He really wants to make his push book, but it's a Glacius for you, so you can't really ask for too much. As on the other hand, you have Nox, who has that Chunkin hit already completed by the way, so he's gonna be even much more scary to deal with. And you look at Swiftblade, actually gonna go for straight up Brutalizer. Don't really agree with that item pickup in my opinion.
But it does shit for a shit ton of damage. Look at the crit spend, 400 plus, and it's pretty constant. If this RNGesus just nicely procs on Tidy Maru there, we might be looking at 400 constant damage onto Nox. And Nox does have only about 2k health there, so after you take into effect the armor reduction and yada yadas, he should be dead in just about 5 hits and 6 hits, thereabouts.
Yeah, I would like to see, I don't know, I just like to see better items coming from Swiftblade rather than the Brutalizer.
Killbreaker.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Genjuro.
I don't know, like for Swiftblade, I'm surprised that, you know, Assassin Shot and Genjuro are like kind of like the core items for him. I just don't feel like it's that much of a worthy
Gemini gonna
opponent.
jump on
Yeah.
Pharaoh right now. Pharaoh a little bit of trouble. Gemini still gonna pursue Manor a little bit too much, but look at that energy field used already, and a nice cack to just silence him as well. He will be knocking off the energy field, and that's not gonna be in time for the goal extra, but they should be okay. And Legion team's actually gonna pull back. Engineer is just so effective in terms of deterrence here.
Yeah, and oh my god, Bubble still no portal key. Gonna go for Culture Sheepstick. Kill me now. I don't know why he doesn't want to have the extra jump potential. Like that's such a good thing to have. Imagine if he had it in the previous team fight.
Could
He
be
would
good
have
for Null Stone.
I don't think it's gonna be a null stone. I think Culture Sheepstick is probably the better choice in this kind of situation here. They are at least gonna get the tier 2, I believe. I don't think Legion team can actually take a straight up team fight right now.
Yep, and it seems like Helbon team is still gonna try and pursue Matter on the bottom lane there, but meanwhile mid lane a bit of engagement happening already, and Tidy Maru is gonna get dusted here, and it seems like Sue Slasher is gonna be used. Parasite will be able to just nicely destroy that as well, and Tidy Maru a bit of the extra beating, but of draining Venom, not enough damage. Seems like he's gonna be invisible because of the stacking effect from the Assassin Shroud as well, and just about 13 health. He will be able to just keep safe and pot back home. But meanwhile, bottom lane there is a nice fortification being used as well. We got 13 to 17 here, but 34 minutes in, 16k goal lead. Helbon team is just nicely spiraling out of control.
Yeah, they are. They even get the bottom tier 2. Like everything is going in the favor. So I mean, before this, it actually looked like they were about to lose because there was that point in time where Legion team was just getting ganks left and right and center. They were getting really nice item pickups for themselves. I think I saw a Reaver that was just picked up by Gemini. Yeah, okay, so the Axe of the Malphite was just purchased there by Gemini, which means he's gonna get more armor penetration, and I think that's gonna translate into a shrunken hit, Behemoth's Heart. That would probably be an awesome choice here for Gemini here, although I would actually like to see the Wingbow over that, in my opinion, but nevertheless it still provides a lot more for himself.
It does, and he will also have a little bit increased health there, even when he's playing the Fire and Ice. There we go, he does have about 2.68 gross in general, but even individually, Fire and Ice will have that amount of health there, and it's pretty good news at least. Here comes the Flying Blacksmith with a bit of an increased movement speed there, but he will not be able to do too much of a damage there onto Team Hellbot, and it seems like Imperial might be able to just set himself to win this game here. And tier 2 mid lane gets addressed, Hellbot calls for a pause, they're gonna celebrate, dance a bit first before they go on.
Yeah, and I don't know. I just feel like this game is dragging out a little bit too long. When Bubbles could have just gone for a portal key, they would have been able to get quick initiations, push into the base, and be able to get a lot of kills. Because Hag doesn't have much items to do a lot of burst damage. He's like they're actually giving him space to what do you call this? To get what's it called? To get his items up onto himself because he has 2.2k in the bank right now. That's probably gonna translate to a light brand. Yeah, a light brand, sorry. And they are actually looking towards taking this team fight without Swiftblade. I mean, Swiftblade can always port back, but I don't know.
Yep, I mean it's always gonna be possible, and Swiftblade can always pop back home, but our rogue there is not gonna pop back home right now. But that said, still, yeah, there we go. Yep, there we go. He's actually gonna come back here. And we're looking at a mid lane gang happening very quickly here. 5-man versus 5-man, both sides. This is the ace match. Rocket at quality can't afford to lose this on it, but look at a jump from Parasite. Picks up an easy kill on the engineer, but it is going to cost him his life, and he goes down. There's no token. He is down for sure. That's a Blacksmith takes a bit of a beating from Nox. Nox is shrunkenated, looking to deal a bit of extra damage there, but Bubbles just nicely cleaned up that nice tier 3 there. But that's it. Here comes the Flying Pharaoh goes in, and he will be turning into ice, and that's the best he could really do. But that's it. The dance can be used, and Swiftblade will be spotted out here. Nox jumps a bit too much, and Nova dances in the trees. but it doesn't get anything done, and they are all gonna pot back home. So Legion team will lose only a tier 3 and as well as a I think engineer. That's just about it. So it's a pretty wise pickup by VN Sensation, but it's a little bit costly to lose a level 18 Parasite for a measly level 7 engineer.
Yeah, and they didn't even get the Rexes there. They at least get the tower, but again, impunity.storm do not want to overextend, especially this late into this game, because you're fighting uphill and you're giving more chances to Swiftblade and Hag to get up more items, and that's very, very scary, in my opinion, because Swiftblade can actually hit fucking hard, and if he tries to go mano a mano against if Gemini tries to go mano a mano against Swiftblade, he always has the counter attack, counter attack ability to actually deal damage back to him.
Yep, that's it. We're looking about 14 is to 18 and 37 minutes in already. Still, the nice push book on. The Blacksmith saved him, and it seems like Hellbourne still wants to put forth another push. Now that Parasite's back here, they want to take the team fight. Definitely, it's going to be possible, but there is no ulti that is on cooldown except for Glacius, and that's okay. That's not of great value anyway. A nice D-War there by Novar again, and it seems like a melee barracks is going to be challenged, and a flying Pharaoh onto the creep, and the range creep does work, and it seems like Pharaoh takes too much of a beating. Pharaoh goes down. That's the tank. This could be it. The barb armor gets stolen by VN. What a thief. And that being said, it seems like the mid lane melee barracks is going to be challenged again, but there is no Pharaoh. He doesn't have buyback. There is no tank, and if Swiftblade jumps, it could be a leap of death here for him. The melee barracks gets addressed. Range barracks is going to get knocked on as well. Hag not going to jump in. Not even going to use the bad blast. He is just confused right now. He doesn't know how to play this game. And Legion team is going to be still sitting ducks, whereas Hellbourne team is going to pull back. So it is not going to cost them any single death. They did address the Pharaoh, and they got both Rexes there. 23k gold late, impunity.storm set to win this game here.
Yeah, I just feel like that's just, I don't know. Okay, so like Legion team is just trying really hard their best right now. In fact, Genju already purchased by Swiftblade there. I still don't think they can win this game. impunity.storm has it in the bag. Gemini has that Behemoth's Heart. You see the Acolyte staff already there on Bubbles, so he's gonna get his Closure Sheepstick as the next item. So, you know, team fights is gonna be so much more easier for them. Parasite actually gonna run into Swiftblade here, but he quickly PKs away, so he should be fine.
Yeah, and that's gonna be just about it. That's it. Again, a little bit extra increasing skirmishes happening, and Bubbles, man, gonna be hunted here by Tidy Maru, the Swiftblade, and the crit 300 doesn't really hurt him, but there goes the extra brutalizer effect coming in as well. Bubbles Emperor actually, he farmed up a Grimoire and died. Okay. He didn't even use the Cauldron Shipstick. Okay, so he apparently
I think he got stunned to death, so he couldn't really do anything after that. Maybe there was a slight delay there which he could have.
Yeah.
But
okay.
kind of a misplay there by him. He also had take cover and auto cast, so that's why he kind of took cover on the auto attack from Swiftblade there, which is kind of waste in my opinion. When you can actually save that for things like Swift Slashes. You could have just easily used the Shell Surf and then just gotten away. But yeah, it was on cooldown, so Swiftblade knew that, made use of the opportunity, and again, that's because Bubbles doesn't have a portal key.
Yeah, Bubbles needs the portal key for increased survivability as well, but that's it. He doesn't have that item. Not like really man so late into this game, but for 40 minutes in a raid, 24k gold lane, impunity.storm actually is going to carry this game all the way and win up against air quality, for which they have lost twice against. But there comes Nox biting on the Swiftblade. Swiftblade gets constant lockdown, and a Codex 5 just slaps his face there. Nox there picks up the kill at the very end. VN there doing extra help there. Yep, it's Codex 5. I'm not wrong. That's it. About 40 minutes in already. 25k goal lead. Man, it leaves you to wonder what could really, what air quality could really do right now. Hag doesn't have anything. He does have 2k gold. Looking for Kudra Shipstick, but a bit too late, I think.
Yeah, and there's no buyback on Swiftblade, so this is the prime time to actually push right now. The bulk of the damage is gone, and yeah, you can see already they're gonna go for it.
Yep, they are, and that's it. The top lane will be addressed nicely. Tier 3 gets challenged. Fireball comes out from Blacksmith, but it doesn't even bite. And looking at that, the tier 3 is going down. Fort gets used here to just buy them about 5 seconds, but there's still 35 seconds before Swiftblade comes out. Pharaoh not gonna jump, not gonna make the same mistake again. And there's a Wall of Wrath being placed by Nova. That's gonna help gain some vision over Swiftblade if he does come back out. The melee breaks gets addressed. There's still no jump yet. Legion team just sitting down behind. They might as well just concede and forfeit this game. But here goes finally the jump coming out from Pharaoh after both Rex is done. and it seems like he's gonna try and bite on the Parasite. Parasite takes a bit of a beating, steals away the Babael, but not like it really matters because he is gonna be fine. He jumps into the creep and comes back out. That's big play by V, and Sensation. He's gonna be okay. And that being said, Nox gonna jump in and picks up a double tap on both the Engineer as well as that nice blacksmith there. It's gonna be GG, well played, and the winner of this series is gonna be impunity.storm. They're gonna walk against tomorrow's Fnatic 5, and they will proceed one step further in this HoNTour Grand Final qualifier.
Yeah, man. I just hope that they're ready for tomorrow because everything needs to fall into place for them. They're going against Fan 5. I think I only casted them once. Other than that, but they are pretty good. I mean, they did take out AMQ, so I'm not sure what that was all about. So Impunity Storm, hopefully they're ready for that match against them tomorrow because they need to make sure that they win whatever they can.
For sure, man, for sure. And Lark, any last minute analysis, or you just think that the hack is not here to play?
I don't know, like Hag just rushing for Shrunken Head, not getting more farming utility and all that kind of jazz just really hurt them. And the fact that the questionable item pickups coming from Swiftblade also didn't help out for team fights. The Pharaoh was kind of effective. I wouldn't really say that Pharaoh was a huge problem to the draft. I just think that they could have gone for a much more better kind of supports in my opinion, and maybe just execution. There's a lot of things, but yeah, that's about it from my side.
Yep. So now I'm on screen is the live bracket, and we can see air quality is out, AMQ is out, Fan 5 up against impunity.storm. That's gonna be a different ball game. impunity.storm has never played against Fnatic 5 before, and that's just gonna be the case. As for Team Legion side, I think that there's Impunity, Fungor. I'm gonna check who's actually gonna win that series here.
I think Impunity Earth won against Funar, if I'm not mistaken. Or are they even still playing? I think they're still playing.
Yep,
yeah,
they're still playing. Yep. That's it.
Yeah, looking more in favor of them.
Shitbricks? What about Shitbricks?
Bricks. I think Bricks won against them. Wait 1 second. Let me take a quick look at this.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, Bricks won against RDDCF, so they are gonna be versing whoever's gonna win against ImpE versus what do you call this, Viewer. So I don't know. Just looking at the way the game is going, though, I think it's most probably gonna go in the hands of Impunity Earth this time around. They have Lucky on Dampier, and he's already level 17. He's out-leveling everyone on the Legion
Lucky
line.
Dampier again, man.
Yeah, they have 2 towers down as well. So yeah.
Wow. Okay, so Brick's actually gonna win that series there, and we have impunity.storm winning as well, Fnatic 5, and it looks to be a double Impunity win. And if it's gonna be the case, it would be looking pretty good and exciting as well. But in general, I mean, it could also be Fungor, man. And the game is still not done, and somehow because we don't have the spec mood, we will not be able to jump into that game there. But in general, this would nicely summarize our coverage for today. We're still gonna keep the stream up a bit longer, and just to wait and see who is gonna win between Purif and Fungor.
Yeah, just wanted to check that out. I think it's gonna be a while before they're gonna end that game because there's still a lot of towers and Raxes to go down for a fewer side.
Yep, and yeah, there we go. So, whoa, okay, it's pretty interesting. All right, so meanwhile, I think I'm gonna use this opportunity to ask for followers again. It's a very good time to click the follow button if you have not already. We're looking to bring about even more tournaments, and I just got news that maybe by the end of this year we could be bringing you a separate tournament for Hearthstone. We want to make sure that at least you guys will have the privilege of enjoying esports from Southeast Asia as often as possible. So that's why the multi-resident option is gonna help us a lot to achieve that kind of a standard and help us a lot, man.
Yep, definitely. Do you want to just give shoutouts or?
Yep, I think you can give shoutouts first.
Yeah, just big shoutouts to all the people who've tuned in again today. Thank you so much for your support as well as the support towards EGTV crew. Huge shout out to Fantasy, who's always sticking around and trying his best to keep up to date with all the stats and stuff. Huge shout out, of course, to all the international HoN players who do pop in from time to time. I think there was a couple of them like Swindlemelons and Minuts. Thank you guys for tuning in as well. Huge shout out to EGTV crew as usual, and a big shout out to all the players in the current playoffs.
Yeah, there we go, man. And Paul, really, huge shout out to you for the funny comments there and popping champagne bottle, Emperor smashing vodka bottles. Yeah, I mean, by the way, they drink whiskey a lot, so I think whiskey was the only damage that day. And I hope you guys really enjoy our cast, man, and coverage. Do let us know if you want to cast, if you want us to cast your games. We would definitely love to be on the NAU scene as often as we can. If you have any invites, any details, do let us know as well, and we'll have extra stuff going on. But that said, huge congratulations to both impunity.storm as well as Air Quality for a really good game today. Great series. impunity.storm took it away 2-1. It wasn't clean, so it definitely showed Air Quality at some point in time would have the ability to win that game. But Storm, they just evolved so much. And now it's time for questions, man, because impunity.storm, you wonder after Emperor's gone who's actually gonna fill the boots there and fill in the shoes there and try to fight against Fnatic 5 tomorrow, as well as after that against Terror Masters if they do win again. And on the flip side, also congratulations to Fnatic 5 and Shitbricks for winning their matches well on their own account. And that being said, it's great to see that these great teams, are step forward exceptionally big. Congratulations to Fnatic 5 for winning a team from the G League. And do note, Fan 5, they have always been so close, like we mentioned before, but they have not really stepped on the G League water yet. And, well, I hope that you guys enjoyed this coverage, man. We'll be back tomorrow for more action, so hope you guys stay tuned for that one as well. And in general, yeah, huge shout out to all you guys there for viewing and tuning in. We hope you guys follow the Facebook page and all the VODs for the matches that had a bit of a delay. I know that the first game was having a bit of a problem. It will be on YouTube, so you can have the pleasure of viewing it on YouTube without any lag or problem there. It's going to be a VOD there. That's it. This is Babael. Joining me is Lark. We're going to be back.
Babael, you forgot your shout out to your girlfriend.
Shout out to my girlfriend.
You're dead.
She's asleep. It's okay.
No.
That's it. Yep, so thanks, man. Thanks for the reminder. And anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this cast. We'll be back again tomorrow. That's it. This is Babael. Joining me is Lark. And we'll be back tomorrow for more grand final qualifier action. Stay tuned. Stay classy. See you guys real soon. Goodbye. I'll leave the stream up and the brackets up. Just when we get information, we'll just update it there. But you have music for company instead.
Yep. See you guys.
See you guys. Have a great time wherever you are. Goodbye.
안녕.